Jerry has the most awkward style that LEVAN has encountered in his entire career. On the other hand, Hermes is someone who has already proven that he can stop LEVAN Saginashvili and take a couple of rounds away from him. So why does Devon still think that Michael Todd has the best shot at defeating LEVAN out of these three amazing arm wrestlers? Well, both Michael and Devon's reasoning behind this logic is almost the same. They both have said similar things. This is what Devon said. I think that the strength in the lift that he's shown is directly transferable. Obviously talking about Michael Todd's 190 plus pound pronation lift. His style, the way he arm wrestles, the way he sets things up, you will fall into his lift. I believe if I was able to stop the match, Michael will be able to stop the match. So Devon's reasoning is simple. Michael Todd has taken his pronation to a different level at which he cannot be hooked by anyone and he cannot be flash pinned by anyone, at least not in the straps. And Devon thinks that Michael will get to the straps. Devon said that 165 pounds of pronation was enough for him to get the stop on LEVAN in the first round. And Michael is doing almost 30 pounds more than him. That's why he will surely get that stop. And Devon did acknowledge that there are lots and lots of factors which make this lift more or less effective, such as hand size, arm length. So let's even assume that Devon's pronation is more effective on the table. Well, not just assume, it is actually more effective because of his arm length, but still the difference cannot be 30 pounds more. That's why Devon thinks that despite the shorter arm length, Michael will still get the stop on LEVAN. And once LEVAN has to go into a flop press, just like he had to against Devon in the first round, there is no way LEVAN is pinning Michael from that position. And this last part is something that I completely agree with Devon on. Because Michael Todd's defense against an aggressive flop press is by far the best in the world. Like the second guy isn't even close. Devon Larratt couldn't even imagine stopping Gennady Quiquinia's flop press, and Michael Todd held it pretty good. And although in an illegal position, Devon did stop LEVAN's flop press for some moment. Like if I imagine Devon against Gennady or Devon against Kamil, I know it's different arm. In any position whatsoever, no matter how much under the table he is, he cannot stop their press. So that makes me believe that LEVAN's flop press for sure cannot be stronger than Gennady's flop press. And if Michael can stop Gennady, he will for sure stop LEVAN. But the big question is, can he take LEVAN's wrist? Because that's what he will need to do to get him into a flop press. LEVAN is just not going to voluntarily jump into that position. I don't think Michael will be strong enough to do that. But if he is, if all of that 94 kilos or 92 kilos of pronation, wherever Michael is standing at right now, if it is like completely transferring on the table, then he may get that stop, then he may get that wrist. After that, it will be all over for LEVAN. So to put all of these into simpler words, as Devon said, Michael is more resistant to a press in his right arm than I am. So the press option might not be there for LEVAN. And the good thing for Michael is he will get to test all of this against Hermes Gasparini pretty soon, in about a couple of months time from now, maybe a little bit more. And if these things, if his pronation lift doesn't work against Hermes, most likely it wouldn't have worked against LEVAN as well. Because there is only one aspect where I can see LEVAN being weaker than Hermes. That is a transition to a press from a top roll. Hermes is just much more efficient and much more faster while doing that. And that may be one of the most key moments in that match if the situation comes to that point. Michael is taking this match so seriously that he said something which I don't think he even needs to do. Michael mentioned that to defeat LEVAN or to be ready for LEVAN, he needs to be 10% more stronger in every single lift that he's doing right now. I don't think that much is necessary, and that's coming from someone who doesn't think Michael can beat LEVAN. But still, I don't think 10% is necessary. Like if Michael is able to get 5, 6, 7% stronger than what he's right now, and more importantly, if he's able to get a good slip in that match, then I think it should be enough. But getting that much stronger effectively on the table, not just in the gym, is going to be a really difficult task. Thanks for watching, like the video and subscribe.